Okay, everybody, welcome back. And in this edition of UFTA, we're going to just talk a little bit about another ongoing controversy, something that just has no clear answer, and you just have to be satisfied not knowing, right? Well, in this particular case, what we're dealing with is a single sabotage. Sabotage has always been a little bit of a thorn in my side and a controversy in UFTA because the act of sabotage can sometimes seem arbitrary, and UFTA's always been about optimizing opportunities, right? And like in real life, you have to deal with luck, chance, mishaps, and chaos, misfortune, whatever it is. In UPTA, you're always trying to do your best to minimize those things that are just, I'm not in charge of that, right? And so what we're trying to do then is figure out what the role of sabotage should be in the game. Right now, it enjoys kind of a lofty position. There's a 1 in 6 chance of getting it, but you do have a lot of leeway. You got a lot of options because you can do more than just sabotage on die roll 6, right? You can use another action to do whatever you please, and you have activities available as well. And so I'm thinking maybe there may be a problem with that. Maybe that's just too powerful. Well, setting that issue aside, there's also the issue of just trying to figure out how much do you want each grower to have to deal with sabotage as a random game event, right? And if it's always been a little bit too malevolent, it's a little bit too powerful, nobody can recover from sabotage, let's say, then you want to rein that power in. Well, the strategy that I came up with, the appeasement, in order to alleviate all that pressure from sabotage, was the negotiating phase. Someone brings a sabotage, you can do your best salesmanship and just try to figure out what can I do to appease them. I can offer them up three different currencies, right? My hunger tokens, assets if I have them, right? The resource shop, and then of course the crops themselves. And so if I do that, I've left that open as an alternative. That's supposed to, what do you call it? It's like a pressure release valve, right? Ease some of that pressure and then distribute it across the entire body of whatever the mechanism is, right? In this case, the board game. Well, the other side of that coin is maybe sabotage, even in light of that, is still too powerful. And then in which case you would go with limiting sabotage to simply wiping out an entire player's turn. They use the sabotage on die roll 6, they do their business, and then they've lost their turn. So this particular play session is just try to figure out, is that too draconian? Is that too punitive, right? Like, is it too, can they still function well with the die roll 6 if we limit that to just one action, the action of sabotage? Let's just go ahead and start this playtest session and see what happens. Alright, so yeah, immediately we start off with sabotage. Why don't we go ahead and start in media res? Okay, so we have a 6. And so we have that opportunity to sabotage. We're still in the first round. Double sabotage is not a possibility. So this grower's faced with the idea, they have wonderful things going on here. We got corn and cucumbers ripe and ready, but we can go on the offensive and sabotage somebody who's threatening. See over here, we've got potatoes. That's in the #1 spot in the market. It would definitely behoove this particular grower to take advantage of this and wipe out those potatoes. But, you know, if I do that, according to this experiment, I lose my turn and then nothing else can happen. Not even activities, which is, you know, that's really detrimental to this particular grower's aims because they have a super nice item, right? And they want to take advantage of it and move something in the market. Well, all of that is reined in, okay? So if I do this, you know, their turn is over, it goes on to the next person. So now again, if we look at the sabotage, as the game stands, you know, this person can sabotage. They remove their potatoes, and it stays the same. So they carried out that particular objective, and then they go back home, and they say, "Wait, Chief, now I can do something else on my turn, which is advance my cause. I'm going to use a trading house, and then maybe I'll use a trading house and move their squash down, all the way to the bottom." So in that particular case, think about it. I mean, that gives this particular grower quite an advantage, right? Going on the warpath and, you know, attending to the needs at home. That's pretty impressive, right? And so maybe that's a little too powerful. But so far, Oofta's played very well, even as is. I don't feel like a major change needs to be made there. But you know, I created Oofta for everyone, and by everyone I do mean E. E is in everyone, past maybe the age of 13, right? Anybody over 13, this is like, you know, you could spend you know, lifetimes trying to master this. Maybe several lifetimes, I don't know. And so I think in the meantime, though, it feels like it plays okay, but if somebody out there has a better suggestion, I'm definitely interested. If you have any strong comments or suggestions, just please let me know regarding this particular rule, and maybe it'll make it into your copy of Oofta someday. Who knows? Or you could just make it house rules, right? It's kind of up to you. But I think for now we'll just let it stand. But you can kind of see the attraction, allure, and appeal of doing this particular thing. You know, reining in that power a little bit, giving people options, and then maybe reducing some of the things that just might seem a little bit too arbitrary or based on chance and luck, right? Alright, so thank you everyone. Check this out, and like I said, if you have any strong suggestions or opinions, you got quality feedback, let me know. Thank you.